Hello and welcome to Psych Insight, a place where we explore the fascinating world around us through the lens of psychology. In this video, we're going to delve into a topic that many find uncomfortable, yet is an integral part of our human experience. We're talking about mortality. This topic might initially seem morose, but we promise it's not all gloom and doom. It's about understanding the inescapable reality of life and how our perspective towards it can profoundly impact our everyday existence. Let's begin our thoughtful journey of introspection and discovery together. If you find our content insightful, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to our channel to become part of our thriving community. Now take a moment to think about this. Have you ever contemplated the inevitability of your own mortality? It's quite a deep question, isn't it? Mortality, which unites us all, is a truth we often ignore or, like many before, try to push from our minds. Yet its inescapable reality binds us all together in a shared human experience. We may find ourselves avoiding thoughts of our own mortality. This avoidance, however, can lead to a disconnection from the world around us and a lack of purpose in our lives. But what if we shift our perspective? What if, instead of running from the thought of death, we confront it? We are all passengers on this journey towards the inevitable, and acknowledging this can create a profound sense of connection. It can make us value our relationships more, appreciate the fleeting beauty of life, and ultimately imbue our existence with a deeper sense of purpose. So, let's dive into this together. Confronting death rather than avoiding it can actually make us feel more alive. Throughout history, societies have had diverse attitudes towards death, each with its own unique insights. These perspectives show us the many ways in which understanding and accepting our mortality can enhance our lives, rather than detract from them. Consider the ancient Egyptians who saw death not as an end, but as a transition to another realm. They believed that this journey could be fraught with peril, but also with the potential for eternal life. Their elaborate burial rituals and the iconic pyramids were all part of a larger effort to secure a safe passage for the departed. This perspective on death underscores the idea that our ending is just another chapter in an ongoing story. Now let's travel to ancient Greece, where the Stoic philosophers held a different view. They saw death as a natural part of life, something to be faced with serenity and acceptance. One of their key teachings was memento mori, a Latin phrase that means remember, you must die. Far from being morbid, this was a call to appreciate the present moment and to live life fully, knowing that it is transient and precious. Among individuals too, we find profound understandings of mortality. Take Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, who faced his execution with calm acceptance, believing that death was either a peaceful slumber or a passage to a new life. Then there's Buddha, who taught that understanding impermanence, including our own mortality, is a key step on the path to enlightenment. These historical examples show us that confronting our mortality can lead to a richer, fuller life. Whether we view death as a transition, as the ancient Egyptians did, or as a reminder to appreciate the present moment, like the Stoic philosophers, there is wisdom to be found in these ancient perspectives. And in the lives of individuals like Socrates and Buddha, we see how an understanding of death can inspire us to lead more compassionate, meaningful lives. These historical perspectives remind us that mortality can be a source of insight, inspiration, and even, in its own way, life. So, how can we confront our own mortality in a way that enhances our lives rather than detracting from them? This question may seem daunting, yet there are strategies we can employ to navigate this existential terrain. Firstly, we need to make the awareness of mortality visceral. This isn't about dwelling on the morbid, but rather sharpening our senses and emotions. We can achieve this through meditation, visualizing our own death, not in a frightening way, but as an inevitable part of life's journey. Secondly, we must awaken to the shortness of life. Often, we live under the illusion of infinite time, taking for granted that tomorrow will always come. Yet when we realize that our time is finite, we can channel our energy into truly meaningful pursuits. We can clarify our actions, habits, and goals, fully committing to the things that truly matter to us. The third strategy involves seeing the mortality in everyone. It's a universal truth that regardless of our status, wealth, or accomplishments, we all share the same fate. Recognizing this can foster empathy and compassion, reminding us of our shared human experience. Next, we must embrace pain and diversity. Life is unpredictable and often things don't go as planned. Rather than resisting these moments, we can accept them as opportunities for growth and transformation. Embracing adversity can make us stronger and more resilient. Lastly, we need to open our minds to the sublime, the mysterious, the awe-inspiring, the ineffable. Death is the ultimate mystery, one that we can't fully comprehend. Yet, by confronting this mystery head-on, we can experience a sense of wonder and awe that deepens our appreciation of life. By embracing these strategies, we can transform our fear of death into a profound appreciation of life. The knowledge of our mortality, rather than being a source of dread, can become a catalyst for living fully, authentically, and with purpose. So let's not shy away from our mortality. Instead, let's confront it, embrace it, and let it inspire us to lead lives of meaning and fulfillment. But what can this awareness of our own mortality really offer us? It's a question many of us might ask. The answer, surprisingly, is freedom. Not the kind of freedom often celebrated in songs or speeches, but a deeper, more profound freedom that comes from understanding our own transience in this vast universe. When we acknowledge our mortality, we unshackle ourselves from the trivialities of life. We stop worrying about the inconsequential, and instead we focus on the significant. We become bold, brave, and daring. We take risks, not because we are reckless, but because we realize that our time is limited. The awareness of our mortality propels us to seize the day, to live every moment to its fullest. This realization of our finite existence can also lead to a greater commitment to what truly matters. We begin to invest our time and energy in relationships that nourish us, in pursuits that enrich us, and in causes that move us. We stop living on the surface and start diving into the depths. We engage with life, not as mere spectators but as active participants. Moreover, acknowledging our mortality infuses our lives with a sense of urgency. We're no longer content to put off our dreams for some indefinite future. We understand that tomorrow is not promised, and so we strive to make the most of today. We live with purpose, with passion, and with a sense of immediacy that makes every moment count. But even more than that, accepting our mortality opens our hearts to empathy. We recognize that we are all in the same boat, all headed towards the same inevitable end. This shared fate can foster a sense of solidarity, a feeling of connectedness that transcends boundaries and differences. So, let's not view our mortality as something to fear or avoid. Instead, let's embrace it as a catalyst for living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. In the face of death, we find the true value of life. So let's not shy away from our mortality, but rather, let's embrace it as the profound and life-enhancing truth that it is. As we draw to a close in this exploration of mortality, it's important to remember that these perspectives are not meant to induce fear or despair, but rather to inspire a deeper appreciation of life and its fleeting moments. We hope that this discussion has encouraged you to see mortality not as a grim inevitability, but as a powerful motivator to live life more fully, more passionately, and more purposefully. As you journey through life, may you keep these insights in mind. May you live each day with awareness, with empathy, and with a sense of urgency that makes every moment count. May you invest your time and energy in what truly matters to you, and may you find joy and fulfillment in the process. And remember, the knowledge of our mortality is an invitation to live, not a sentence to fear. So, seize the day, embrace the moment, and make the most of the precious time you have. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious. Thank you for joining us at Psych Insight. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe for more insights into the world of psychology. See you in the next video.